2 and 2. 2, 3, okay, then that's Hello and welcome to JRPG Historia Future Perfect Canada Edition.
The daily YouTube show.
The daily YouTube show that's taken a bit of a break recently.
Yeah.
While I moved to Canada.
Yeah, you had to flee the country because of all the pressing charges against you.
Let's not bring that onto the show. I'm pretty sure we've
Did
discussed...
Hillary Clinton revoke your ability to come
sure.
back into the country?
We have discussed this. Also, isn't that just Randy Quaid?
Yes.
Okay.
That was the reference I was going.
Okay, yeah.
If you weren't going to catch it, I was going to ask if you were going to have sex with your wife while she was wearing a certain politician's mask.
This is JRPG Historia Future Perfect. I'm your time captain, Evan, joined as always by Space Quartermaster Ryan.
That's me.
We're playing Monster Hunter episode 17. 3 episodes till Matthew has to return. And let me tell you something, I haven't played Monster Hunter in about a month.
Yeah.
I'm playing Monster
Has it
Hunter
only been a month?
I want to say it's been about a month.
Okay.
I know it feels like it's been so long because we've both so much wanted to play more Monster Hunter together.
Yes.
Alright, what do I do? What were we trying to get again? There was weapon.
We were trying to improve our weapon that we have into the poison battle axe. Or
Right.
poison axe.
And what do we need for that? We don't have even close to enough stuff.
The one monster we have to kill will give us all of those things.
Okay, what monster do we have to kill?
The Gypsaros.
Okay.
Who, when we ended last time, his quest was available, but I don't know if it will be this time. Also, I don't think we're exactly prepared, but hey.
Alright. Gypsaros. Nope. Genprey. Velociprey Pack. Velocidrome Redux. Land Shark, which I did and don't want to do again. Catch a Yin Kutku.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what a capture quest is, so...
Yeah, just do any of them but the capture.
Okay, let's
And the one
do Slay the Velociprey Pack.
Okay, so I think you have to kill 20 Velociprey in as many minutes.
Okay, that doesn't sound like that hard.
No.
I feel like yeah.
No dilly-dallying, Evan.
Oh boy, such pressure.
Yeah.
So, how have things been going with you?
Things have been going good. Yeah.
Since we last did this show.
Yeah, my work is back in full swing on weekends, being at a bar.
Ooh.
There were a couple fights this past Friday night.
I mean, that's what we're all here for, really, is to... Oh, wait, I need to grab those because I can sell them.
You can sell them, right? I don't think you can sell the bullets, but you can definitely sell the husks.
Guess what? Well, guess what? I haven't played Monster Hunter in a month, and I just tried to use the right stick to turn the camera, so...
No dilly-dallying, Evan. Go.
Guess where we're at right now.
Square one.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I've been doing some moving. It hasn't been very much fun.
Is all of your stuff in your apartment at this point?
It's all here.
Nice.
It's all here, and I keep doing this thing where, like, I order food, and then I'm too lazy to, like, go down to the garbage to throw out the food.
So you just have a pile of rotting food in your...
Well, not rotting food, just a lot of, like, food containers, and, like, a pizza box with some crust in it.
Why didn't you eat the crust?
I find that I don't really like crust that much.
I find that you're eating the wrong pizza, then.
Jeez, really throwing it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe all of the pizza I've had has had bad crust, but, like, you know, I want that... I want the full flavor explosion. I don't just want bread.
Yeah. Well, that's when you get stuffed crust.
Well, yeah, obviously I'd eat stuffed crust, but we're not talking about stuffed crust. Am I killing the right things?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
You could get the Pawnee stuffed crust, where it's the stuffed crust is like smaller stuffed crust pizzas, but that stuffed crust is chocolate.
No. No, I wouldn't do that. That's too far. I feel like I'm moving slower than I used to.
Well, that's because you're not sprinting.
No, I just mean normally. I must be.
That's
must be
just your
imagining it.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
It's because you've been playing so much Hot Bloodborne where you're so quick.
Yeah, that's true. By playing so much Bloodborne, you mean I've played about 18 hours of Bloodborne? Bloodborne's better than this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. But, you know, Bloodborne has things going for it. I just kind of never want to play it again.
Yeah. That's kind of... I'm on the second to last boss, and every time I think about going to try to beat that boss, and I don't think it's even going to be too hard.
Yeah.
It's just, I get too bored with it, so I rush it head on, and it can one-hit kill me if I do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then every time that happens, I go through a minute-long loading screen, and I'm like, nah, maybe I'll just play Titan Souls, where it only takes, like, 10 seconds to get back to a boss fight.
Yeah, that's actually... I got to a point in Titan Souls where that very much isn't true, and it's sort of killing my desire to continue playing Titan Souls.
Really?
It gets to a point where, like, the amount of time it takes for you to walk back to where the bosses are is, like, pretty severe. It's not like a load time issue, but it's just like...
I never ran into that. I'm on the last boss.
Oh, jeez, really?
Yeah, are you hitting the spawn points when you...
I mean, maybe I missed one.
Like, they're always the circles with the...
Yeah, I mean, I know what the spawn points are. I'm just saying that, like, the boss I was on last time was probably, like, a 45-second walk every time.
Oh, yeah, that's not... That doesn't seem... Like, you probably missed it.
Okay, yeah.
Go to 8 and 9.
Okay. Back to the Monster Hunter grind. I was in Chicago a couple days ago.
Yeah. How was your Chicago trip? Fans of mountain goats, buckle in for...
Yeah, it gets ready for some real geeky mountain goats talk, probably. It was good. It was a good trip. It was, in some ways, the worst trip I've ever taken.
Because you met Matthew Maluski in person?
Yeah, and boy, what a horrible, horrible person.
Did he have to, like, duck through every doorway he went through?
He is, like, cartoonishly tall. He is not lying about that.
No, I believed it.
Well, I mean, I believed him, but, like, it's not a thing you process until you're actually standing in a room with him, and then you're like, oh yeah, you are pretty tall. So one of the things about moving to Canada, probably the hardest thing about moving to Canada, is dealing with my phone provider.
Okay.
It's been the one thing that, like, has been the worst, because basically, since I'm not Canadian resident, I also don't have any credit, because I've never had a credit card.
Okay.
They will not sign me up for, like, a contract plan. They won't let me at the major providers.
Huh.
So I went to this one provider, Fido.
Mm-hmm.
Got my phone through Fido.
Is the logo like a little dog?
Sure is.
Yep.
It's on every voucher that I buy. I have a paid, like, voucher refill phone plan, which is, it's like $55 a month for, like, 700 megabytes of cellular data, which is a severe downgrade from the 2 gigabytes a month I had with AT&T back in America. So that's already difficult. And I also just absent-mindedly, like, didn't find out about what their international rates were before I left for Chicago. So I land in Chicago, and I'm pulling up on the, on the tarmac, I want to say. Like, I'm just there, and I'm trying to connect to something. Trying to do anything on my phone is not working. I'm like, oh, okay, I have to get an international plan. So then I look, and I see that they think it's okay for, like, to charge, what was it, like $10 for 10 megabytes of cellular data?
Mm-hmm.
And,
that's ridiculous.
The major problem with that is that the only way I could buy that data was by using existing credit in my Fido account. And I do that by buying Fido vouchers. Okay,
hold on. Go to 4 and then 5. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry, this is a riveting story. You can't interrupt it. So I do that by buying Fido vouchers. And that's like, where those are my minutes basically. Wait, where's 4?
You just passed it.
Oh,
There you
yeah.
go. Didn't want to interrupt.
And then the so I've got like $49 in my account or whatever. Are there gonna be more Velocipray in there? Do you think I'll have killed enough if I go in there?
If not, I'm sure some will respawn places.
Okay. This is not what I want.
Yeah.
So yeah, Fido vouchers. So, long story short, there is no way, literally no way, for me to put money in my Fido account from America. Because my Canadian, credit card or debit card or whatever has not yet gone through. I do not have it yet. And I can't buy Fido vouchers at a gas station in Chicago. So I just had to make do with 40 megabytes of data, burned up all the money in my account, and then I just didn't have a functioning phone for 2 days. And that is the most impotent I've ever felt in my entire life.
Just so disconnected from the rest of the world around.
Not just that, just I'm trying to get around Chicago. It was really worse the first day before, because I got in a day earlier than Matthew, and once he got in, then it was pretty.
Go to 6.
It was pretty straightforward, because it was just he had a phone, we used that phone, but I was doing this stuff where I need to use my map application, so I'd turn my cellular data on really quickly and then turn it off really quickly, so it would activate the maps but not stay on and keep using it, so I could just get directions and it wouldn't update, and then I'm just wandering around Chicago. I probably walked 4 miles I didn't need to walk. It was awful. It was so bad. And yeah, I was pretty disconnected from everything. It was just this is what old people must have felt like all the time. So yeah, that in that regard. But then I saw the mountain goats, and it was it was insane. It was so good.
Yeah.
Matthew walked away from that being yeah, I need to re-listen to all these Mountain Goats albums. I think going to that live show with him is the thing that's going to make him elevate him from appreciating the Mountain Goats to loving the Mountain Goats.
Yeah.
Which is sort of where he was before, so that's pretty exciting. Where are the...
I think you're just gonna have to kind of wander until you find some at this point.
Oh, good. I still have 10 minutes. I'm making very good time.
I suggested to Matthew that next time he is touring, if there are, if and most likely when he does another Philadelphia spot, instead of you guys having to put up for a hotel, we should just all plan on going to that.
That would be pretty good. Well, I'm already thinking he's gonna be at Seattle at the end of May, and do I want to try to take a train down to Seattle? Am I gonna have time to do that? There are a lot of questions. I think one of these years, I'm gonna actually fucking put my money where my mouth is and follow John Daniel on tour. I think I'm gonna do that.
That would be insane and awesome, if only because every time, I've looked up a lot of the places he's played just on this tour specifically.
Yeah.
And outside of any of the Beat the Champ songs, almost every song is different.
Yeah, yeah.
Other than This Year and No Children.
Because he's got such a huge catalog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to a better show than you, provably, because we got 5 encore songs.
I got 3.
Yeah, but we got 5, and we got the 2 you got. Additionally.
But mine ended on This Year, so.
Well.
Also, I got Jam Eater Blues.
We got Heel Turn 1, which is the unreleased first
Yeah,
version
I've never
of
heard
Heel
it, so
Turn
it doesn't
2.
matter to me. It might just be a bad song. You might just be proud of it.
Yeah, it was the first like terrible Mountain Goat song I've ever heard.
I mean, there's a reason there's a heel turn too, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. Yeah. I also bought a Beat the Champ vinyl and got him to sign it.
I heard that you got to meet him, and I was very upset.
Yeah, I did not handle it well. Well, I guess I probably actually handled it okay. It was the first time I've ever actually been face to face with someone where I did that thing that people do where like you just freeze up. And you have like no idea, because I walked up and I was like, okay, this will be cool. I'll ask him if he'll ever come to Vancouver. That'll be my thing. And I walk up and he says, hey, what's going on? And I'm like, I have no idea what to say to that. What's going on? What does that even mean? And then eventually I asked him if I'm going to sell some stuff.
Do it.
Eventually I asked him if he was going to come to Vancouver, and he said that he doesn't normally go to Vancouver because at the
Keep
border...
the meeting monster bone.
I will, because at the border they ask him to recount his 25-year arrest record. I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go now. This vinyl that I have to have my friend ship to me because I didn't bring enough luggage to put.
I thought so hard about getting one of the vinyls.
Yeah.
But I have no way to play it.
Alright. Now what?
Do another quest?
Okay, Ryan. Well, which
Attack
one?
of the Giant Bugs would probably be pretty easy.
Let's do it then. I'm just on autopilot, man.
Yep.
Fuck it. So yeah, Chicago was cool.
Yeah. How was They Might Be Giants?
They Might Be Giants were very good. They were first, so it's, they sort of got the shit end of the stick because, like, the Mountain Goats really, really brought it. And they were also following They Might Be Giants, so...
Yeah.
But yeah, they were really good.
Yeah, it was delightful taking my friend who had never heard a Mountain Goats song before to the Mountain Goats concert, and I had sent her that NPR link that had the album streaming on it.
Oh yeah.
But the link got lost in translation somehow between my phone and hers, so she was redirected to a different page on NPR, so she listened to like 3 songs by a different band. And before the concert started, when we were standing there just waiting, in the crowd, I was like, "Oh, did you have any favorite songs off that album that you wanted him to play?" And she's like, "Oh, here, let me play this song for you that I really liked." And I was like, "That's not him at all." So it could have gone one of 2 very different ways. Also, you have to kill those big bugs.
Yeah. I figured as much.
But she came out the end of it like, no, that was so much better.
Yeah, it's a good thing. I've always wanted to do that, like follow a band on tour or something, but I've never really given enough of a shit to do it before. And this concert was definitely like, okay, this was good enough where I feel like I would enjoy doing that, and also would be a good excuse to like have a crazy long road trip.
Yeah. Can you just hit the quest?
Yeah, sure. Right after I kill this bug.
Yeah, it was quite interesting actually, because her 3 favorite songs coming out of that concert were Jam Eater Blues.
Okay.
Woke Up New.
Okay.
And Amy, aka Spent Gladiator.
Huh. That's a weird cross section.
Yeah, I know. They're all good songs, but
yeah.
it was just odd. So yeah, it's gonna be the Flying.
30?
Yeah, 50 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not worried I'm gonna run out of time. Alright, oh, this might be the worst one yet.
Quest?
Because, like, it's not gonna be the most frustrating, but just, like, I'm gonna spend all this time in this fucking jungle environment. Yeah. And I hate fighting those bugs, and I have to kill 30 of them.
Luckily, the majority of them should be in 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Okay.
If not, just 7, 8, 9. I don't know if this might be 10.
Come on. Don't. Oh god. Oh my god.
Oh, you've seen Your Next, right?
Yeah.
You like that movie, right?
Yeah.
You want to watch that with me later?
um. Uh. Maybe, I don't know.
I haven't seen it, and I've heard very good things about it. In
It's
a way
good.
That, like,
I don't know that I would especially want to watch it again.
okay.
I have a. I'm a little bit concerned about because I went to go see It Follows again with Matthew, and I still like really liked it, but we both walked out like, yeah, we like this a little bit less than we did the first time we saw it. And
Maybe
like,
the Babadook is better. Maybe Ryan's not crazy.
I bet if I saw the Babadook again, I'd like it less too, just because by virtue of being a horror movie.
Yeah.
When you sort of know what is going on, you know.
Man, It Follows. I don't want to see It Follows again because the more I've thought about it, the more I like it.
Okay, well then there you go.
Yeah.
We both, upon a rewatch, did agree with your assessment of not liking that one scene where she goes out to the boat, though.
Yeah, it feels like really weird and pointless.
Yeah, we're with you. Don't worry. Don't worry, Ryan.
I'm not crazy.
I had the best root beer I've ever had.
What
Chicago.
brand?
It's called Goose Island Root Beer.
Okay.
I guess
Goose Island, a place in Illinois.
I don't know, but it is a brand of. I think they do like actual beer. But I had a root beer, a Goose Island root beer. Matthew did too, and we both agreed that it was like the best root beer.
Did you have any Chicago-style pizza?
We had one. We met up for the first time at a deep dish pizzeria. We typed best deep dish pizza in Chicago into Google. And then we found a place. And it wasn't that good.
No?
No, there was too much sauce and not enough like shit in it.
Yeah, I feel like that's how I normally feel with deep dish style pizza.
It was too. It might have been a problem where like we got this lunch special where we got two like personal pizzas. It might have been better if we got like an actual pizza, but
I just feel like by virtue of it being deep dish, like there's always too much of something.
Yeah, there needs to be there's a pretty fine line there. I mean, I think for me it was just like there wasn't that much cheese, which is like the main thing, and the crust was like extremely cooked.
Oh really?
Like really crispy, and it was just hard to eat. Like I didn't know, like, you know, I'm eating this thing that's like, you know, the size of a laser disc or whatever, and I'm like, I don't know, this is cut down the middle like in half, but there's no way for me to eat this without like smearing the sides of my face with tomato sauce. What's going on? What is real? That sort of thing.
While in Boston, I had the best buffalo chicken macaroni and cheese I've ever had.
It is hilarious that is a type of food so ubiquitous for you that you could claim it is the best one of those you've ever had.
It was to the point where the bowl was so big. Like, have you ever gotten mac and cheese at a restaurant where like the bowl is just like, it feels like it's endless?
I'm not big into mac and cheese, to be honest with you.
Really? Huh.
I almost always prefer a pasta that has like, I don't know, cheese sauce doesn't really do it for me a lot of the time. I prefer like a different sauce with like a ludicrous amount of cheese applied to it.
Okay. I also, we ate at this very small restaurant, and it, like, comedically small. There were probably like 15 tables crammed into a space that could only really realistically fit 4.
Yeah.
And the food was delicious. I had the best chicken parm I've ever had in my life with some pasta on the side.
Yeah, in Chicago, I went to this Italian eatery place called Freddy's. My friend took me there. He was like, "What type of food do you want?" There's good food all around. I was like, "Let's get Italian food." And so we went to Freddy's, and I got baked fettuccine, and they served it to me in this bowl, and like, I'm pretty sure all I ate was cheese. Like, I didn't finish it, but there was so much cheese baked on the top of it that, like, by the time I got to the pasta, I was like, I'm out. I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, I don't eat pasta in public because I'm very bad at eating pasta in
You
public.
don't eat pasta in public.
Like, I feel very self-conscious about eating pasta in
Sure.
public. But I ate all of that pasta. It was so good. The place was called Giacomo's, I think.
Okay.
So, not Freddy's. It was True Italian.
True Italian.
True Italian.
I think I'm close to... Yeah, only one more.
If you can't find any, try 8 or 4.
Those aren't the right type of bug.
Nope.
Why can't they just be like, yeah, you're fine, just go. You're good.
29 out of 30 is not bad.
It's enough. Like, the game should detect, did we spawn any in, like, the next 15 seconds of walking? No? Okay, you're fine. You're fine, just go. Everything's cool. Good enough. We at Monster Hunter think you're good enough.
Is that the name of this episode? Good enough?
Yeah, sure.
Strong enough?
What? Why not? I don't have another name for this episode.
Evan, you're strong in the right way.
Real way, please.
Real way, sorry.
Fuck you. Don't step to me. Don't step to me like you even know close to as much about 11-minute cartoons as I do.
I said 8. I meant 6 and 4.
Okay then.
Also, that's one right there.
Okay then. Oh, God. Yeah!
Suck it!
That was maybe the least satisfying thing I've done in Monster Hunter. Just saying a lot. Like, it wasn't the worst, but it was, like, while I was doing it, it felt like I might as well have just been, like, drinking a glass of room temperature water.
I have been drinking a lot of water lately, and I would say about 40% of it has been room temperature.
That's... only in the most dire of they're really giving it to me. Only in the most dire of circumstances would I float that idea, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I need it to be cold.
I need tap water to be cold. Bottled water I can do.
Yeah, I guess that's more palatable, certainly. Yeah. I know people who, like, you know, they'll have, like, cans of soda not in the fridge, and then when you want one, you just, like, pour it in a glass with ice. I'm like, no, fuck you. No.
Yeah.
No, that's not... We live in the 21st century. Put it in the goddamn fridge.
Or the worst is, and I've had this happen with multiple different households, like friends' households that I've been to, where they just have their case, like 12 packs of soda out in the garage, and it's just sitting like next to a fridge or something.
Yeah.
And they don't even offer you ice or anything. You're just drinking warm soda out of a can.
Yeah, I know. That's awful. Yeah. Can I just bring... Ice sucks. Fuck ice. Fuck putting ice in drinks. Like, it is a means to an end. Like, ice melts.
I don't put ice in fountain.
Absolutely.
When I'm getting a fountain drink.
Absolutely.
Because it's already cold.
It's already cold. It's already fucking cold.
I don't think people know. I don't think the population knows that, Evan. We need to inform them.
I'm just getting flashbacks to my boneless chicken wing crusade. I explained that to a friend of mine in person in Chicago, and he gave me the same response that everybody gives me, which is like, yeah, okay, I guess you're right, but why the fuck? Why are you saying this to me? Alright. That is an episode of JRPG Historia Future Perfect. We're getting back into it. Oh boy. JRPG Historia Future Perfect deactivate.